Hello everybody, Kizilla here, welcome back to another episode of Super Robot Wars V. In the last episode, we found ourselves on a strange planet that happened to look like Earth. Turns out it actually was Earth, but it was an Earth of yet another dimension. A red Earth, if you will. In today's episode, instead of continuing the story, we're going to be continuing on with the DLC. First off, learning the Hathaway. Record number 05559. Learning data? Following data is from before Hathaway's transfers, when he and the She Gundam have been sent to the Tuatha De Danaan. Hathaway, the test pilot for the cutting-edge She Gundam, is pressed into service aboard the Tuatha De Danaan in order to collect operation data from Nadesico craft. The longer the submarine voyage continues, more his frustrations bubble up to the surface. Learning the Hathaway. We still can't test the She Gundam? Test it here in Zeon territory? Look, we're just here to get a read on what Neo Zeon is up to. Think about it. If service in your Gundam comes flying out, the whole mission would be a bust. But I'm supposed to be out there gathering operational data, but here it is, stuck in the ocean. And even if we did surface, you wouldn't be the test pilot. Why is that? You had AI and Chidori go through your battle data from the simulator. That's way too much of a machine for someone at your level. That can't be the... Then why would Chan give it to me? Connection, maybe? That is the commander of Londa Bell, after all. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Being a test pilot is a great excuse to get someone off of the front lines. And with Zeon on the offense too? Trying to save your kid's life with a high-tech Gundam? That goes way beyond doting. Whatever you say, whatever way you take it, Hathaway's not exactly the soldier type. So what do I... Are you sure you want to fight? I do, I really do. I can't hear you. I want to fight! That's the spirit. And I'm going to whip you into a full-fledged soldier right here on the submarine. Please, and thank you! You're not surviving a day? What I mean to say is that choosing a style of control means telling the world something about who you are. Control? That's just another skill. But there's something beyond that. The art of it. You reach that point, and it means you and your machine are one. A man-machine meld, if you will. It becomes an extension of you. It becomes everything about you, in other words. And then you're something beyond human. So could this concept apply to an AS for semi-master-slave system be applied with a mobile suit as well? That's, Oh, I know what you're saying. It's like... Well then, it seems I don't quite have the words to explain it to you. So be it. I'll just have to beat the method into you! Wait, what? Hold up! Hathaway's not a martial artist! Honestly, though, I think it'd be better to, beat him into shape mentally before getting to the practical stuff. What's that supposed to mean? Quit flapping your gums! The only time a recruit opens their mouth is when they are told they're allowed to. Disobey, and I'll start to look like a garbage chute. What? Yes, Fresh Boy here is having an auditory malfunction. How about I strap 100 tons to you? What the fuck, Mal? How about I strap 100 tons to you and make you into a torpedo? Oh my god, Mal. Or maybe you should pucker up, because your lips are about to take a one-way trip to Are you... What? Mal, what are you talking about? What the fuck? You're gonna be born again. You're gonna go from know-nothing boy to a fit and fighting man among men. And then you'll win. Against the enemy, against yourself. That is what it means to be a soldier. Mao, you just, said... I don't think it was very ladylike. Oh, well, time to tag out, sister. Look at him now. He's scared stupid. No way you're lighting that fire now. Like, come on, Hathaway, you look like you got touched by a live wire. Still got some ideas about women at your age, don't you? I'm going to teach you a little about sweet-talking them. I thought this was supposed to be training! Hey, learning the heart of a woman opens up a whole new frontier. It's what separates the boys from the men. Heart of a woman? You said, thank you, Kurz, I want to be a man! As the spirit, consider me your coach. Is this what we're doing now? Hathaway lost someone dear to him in the fighting. It's like a dagger in his heart, even now, tormenting him. Oh. That's what we heard when we took him in. Whatever trauma he got on the battlefield is probably part of why he's getting a temporary stay from the front lines. I had no idea. But might not actually be the type to be fighting in the first place. I've thought the same thing at times. Think of what he'd be if violence had never touched this world. That'll be enough, Kurz. Cut out, Sosuke. Hathaway here's finally got his sea legs. You can study your techniques all you want. It won't work, not for him. He's done enough training for me to see that. He's missing something else. Missing? What am I missing? The will to live. I guess you could call it tenacity. But too bad. It can't be taught in this environment. But, assuming that we are on schedule, we should be getting out of Neo-Zeon territory. And what should You get in your Gundam. You're getting your wish. Time to collect that data. You'll be trained in that. Sosuke somehow is the only one with common sense. What's wrong? Hit me back! Are you going to run or are you going to fight? Yes, sir! I can't! I keep missing! What's wrong, Hathaway? Who's in control, you or the machine? You think we're going to make you a pilot when you're like this? Yes, ma'am! The Minovsky Craft propulsion system was intended for battleships and they put it in a Gundam. Technology's implacable march forward. Might be possible to load it onto an armed slave one day. Like Major Kalinin once said, they're innovating at an eerily fast rate. That Gundam may have been a result of that, but it won't work if people can't manage to keep up. You need to get serious, Hathaway. What are you going to do? What am I supposed to do? The AS has a clear advantage. Oh? Is that what you're going to tell the enemy? Don't think that'll fly on the battlefield. I didn't think we'd actually use real ammunition as the thing. What do you think training is? A walk in the park? Listen to me, Hathaway. You're not going to get what you need out of this if you aren't pushed to the edge. Get what I need. You mean the will to live. Hey! What's the deal? Looks like we'll need that real ammo. Zeon's on its way. Oh my god. Wait, they're actually coming here? It must mean that Zeon's reach is going farther. The Danaan's going to be tied up with enemy subs. We need to take these guys out and get back there. Get on it, Hathaway. You're in the air. Take them out. Give the bastards a state-of-the-art ass-kicking. Yes, ma'am. I can do this. This is what I'm fighting for. Of course he's only level 13. What the fuck? Wait, these guys are all way under level. What the hell? Ah, well. Oh crap, that also means Hathaway doesn't really have any of his good spirits. Neo-Zeon's invasion is going faster than we expected. There's no way we can stop it now. That's so. Dog, you could just shoot them down. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Mao can take you down. Don't you die, Hathaway. You're way too young. There's so much out there you haven't done yet. You die without getting your first sip of beer and you'll have to answer to me. Mao, what are you? Why? Why do you act like this, Mao? Alright, so let's move you up here, and yeah, we'll use this. Hope you're watching, Hathaway. Get the girl and head to target, that's what I always say. I never miss. I don't care if it's a hottie or a Neo Zeon baddie. There are so many ways you could take that, dude. Either a hot person, or a hot person that belongs to Neo Zeon, or a hot person and a bad guy. Like, what are you doing, Kurz? This is not the kind of flirtation stuff you should be worrying about. I am heavily disappointed in you, Kurz. Especially since your shot didn't actually take him out. Ah well, Sosuke, get up there. Yeah, crap. That's right, none of them actually have their good spirits yet. Hathaway, he's really fired up. I think there might be more to him than we thought. Okay, so that's the first turn. Alright, so let's use 0 in to make sure that Sosuke hits his shots. I'm not gonna bother watching all of these. And also, if you haven't seen one of these DLC videos before, each scenario will have... So each scenario will usually have you deal with specific units under your command, and you have to fight against a rather large amount of enemies. In other words, yeah, I need to do this. I'm not going to let down Chan, and that means getting over what happened with Quest. So I'm not dying. The only thing I can do for Quest is for me to live. Well put. But also, you get no resources for shooting out enemies, so you don't get experience, cash, tax points. Your pilots don't get any additional kills added to their score in the main game. And let me think. Heck yeah, I can totally do this! Take the high ground, Hathaway, we've got a sniper! Gah! Hathaway! No! The Gundam! That damn sniper's ticking me off! Thought we'd taken him out. Maybe it's the Gundam, or maybe it's the pilot. Heads up, everyone! He's targeting anyone below him! And we're up a real creek with this one, and they have their nets waiting. What the hell? Using their front units to suppress us while they pick us off from the back. That sniper's gonna guarantee that they get all of us. Kurz, you need to do something! Hey, I'd never lose in a fair fight, but this is a melee. I wasn't exactly expecting a sharpshooting contest. I'll take care of it. Hathaway! What are you doing? Kurz, I'll distract the sniper. And we'll all be on the same level. That ought to make things fair enough for you. Cut it out with the heroics. All you'll be doing is painting a target on your back. I'm not gonna die. You little... I need to be alive to be able to do what I need to do. The enemy comes from this direction, it'll be perfect. They're coming. Damn. And fast. He's actually using the Sheik Gundam specs. Now, Kurz, here I go. They've got themselves one hell of a sniper. Can't take on Gundams and a sniper. We'll have to retreat. You like that? Hope you're watching, Hathaway. Yes, sir. I knew you could do it, Kurz. Sir, guess we underestimated this Hathaway Nova. What he needed was right inside him all along, just like us. Get on it, Hathaway. Destroy the rest of them. Yes, sir. I'm not gonna die. I'm not going to let myself. Anyways, like I was saying, you do get guaranteed rewards at the end of the stage. However, during the stage, you get nothing. You don't even get extra command points. What that means, however, is that... Okay, so yeah, I can't hit anybody over there. So yeah, all that's left is Sergeant Sagara. That level of focus might just be what Hathaway needs to activate the Lambda driver. Strategically speaking, it might be best to turn over the Arbalest to him. Maybe I've spent too much time with you, sir. He says, I don't feel right if I'm not doing something reckless. Sounds to me like no one else will spend time with a weird AI like you. I'll take what I can get. Guess I've got a reputation to uphold. I'm going in full throttle. Okay, you do that. But like I was saying, compensate for not being able to get any extra commands during the DLC stages. Your units will automatically start off with 5. Another thing to note is that occasionally the stages will actually have a different method of sorting. But for the most part, what I said is really accurate about the method of sorting. Which is to say, you're given specific units, try to beat the stage with them. And luckily for us, it looks like we are about to win. It is worth mentioning that the fact that the G Gundam only has like 2 post-movement attacks is kind of bad. I know I won't be some hero like Amuro or Char as Naval, but I can still do this. I can do what I can, and one day, I'll end this fight. I mean, that's good and all, Hathaway, but my guy, you need to just put yourself a bit, you know? However, to compensate for the fact that you don't really get stuff added to your main game, you do get some power points along with a cash and tag point reward, which is always nice. And whatever skills that you have on your pilots, while they will disappear for the DLC, they will return after you're done. Yeah! Chalk up another win for us! It was a close one, though. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it looks like Hathaway's the VIP. No, I just, Hey, now, what happened to that battlefield bravado? Whatever it is, looks like you're the type that gets going when the going's tough. Pretty much like Sasuke over here. What? You have a problem with that, Hathaway? Not at all. Well, we underestimated you. I have to apologize for that. Sasuke. The reason he's a test pilot, and it wasn't a doting dad or favoritism from the commander. They really had their hopes riding on him when they gave him that Gundam. The Danaan's taking care of the enemy too. We should get back. Back to living on a submarine, huh? Hey, you can learn how to talk to ladies from yours truly. How about it, Hathaway? I'd really appreciate it, Kurz. Love lessons on a sub, huh? Well, you have anything else in mind? I guess that'll be useful for him. I'm sure he'll get something out of that. Kurz, you lech. I'm not gonna lie. Well, we won't let the Red Sea get us down. It's time for love lessons by Mr. Kurz. Thanks, Kurz. From what I saw in the battle today, you've got a real set of stones on you. That'll work well with the girls. And that's quite enough, Weber. You wouldn't want me doing anything that would cast aspersions on Mithril. Oh, come on, Tesla. He totally asked me for help. Is this true, Hathaway? Well, I thought maybe it might help me someday. Help you what? Live as a love monster who breaks everyone's hearts? No! That's not how I plan to live as. I plan on becoming a botanist. And how is hitting on women going to help with that? You aren't exactly related, but if there's something out there that can help me understand women, I want to know it. I thought maybe that could be my reason to live. Well, in that case, I just have to help you. Oh god, yes! Lovingly in every nook and cranny. Oh, I'm sure a great master such as yourself already knows everything. Exactly! Well then, Kurz, scoot! Hey, Sasuke! Gonna send Bible Hathaway gets a sweet, sweet private lesson. Hey, he needs to find his reason to live. You need to step back. Sorry, Kurz, it's just one of those things. He's pretty tough while he looks the innocent one. I'm going to be strong if I'm going to do what I have to. You're sounding like a real Gundam pilot. I want to be able to say that the She Gundam is more than just for show. You so sure, Hathaway? If you want to become a botanist, you should study more about how to become a botanist. It's fine, for now. There'll be time for that once the fighting's done. So that's why you want to live. Yes, sir. I don't want to see anyone else lose their lives. And I'll end this war to make sure that no one's brutally killed. Isn't that right, Quest? We still have one more scenario to go through. Our heroes have been transported to the Universal Century Dimension, and their only tactical analyst, 9, finds herself seized by profound uneasiness. A disquieting clash. Oh, what's this all about, Oh, this is one of those scenarios I mentioned that has a different sorting method. Wrong, 9? Your face is all scrunchy. I'm perfectly fine. Hey, I've got 20/20 vision and you look perfectly worried to me. And that face of surprise, I guessed right. Very well, I suppose I'll be honest. So that's more like it. Alright, what happened? I've been parsing enemy data from our previous battles, and it's only only served to confirm their ominous nature. And I am having trouble speaking today. And now you're worried? I think you're overthinking this, 9. We wouldn't be here if we hadn't beat the snot out of them. But if we were to suffer a simultaneous attack from the classes that comprise their core strength, hey, I'd like to see them try. I mean, Officer Sonata's whipped up a special simulator for the Yamato. Think kids on your data on all our mecha? We can make any battle we dream of, right? We went in that, we can nip those warriors right in the bud. Very well, Cap. I'll make sure everything is ready. Wait, what? What do you mean, 9? Woohoo! That's the first time we actually get the ability to sortie battleships. Listen, I'd highly recommend bringing your best pilots with you. Arbalest, and we're gonna have to go with the Vongray for this. I just trusted that much. You know, I know this was my idea, but I wasn't expecting all this. Both I and Sonata worked on it. This is a multi-sync simulator, some of my finest work. Wow, New Bell Tokyo City looks so real, which means the enemies should be spot on. Everything's ready here. Fire it up, 9. I can't wait to see what happens. Now then. Oh, what? Oh no. What? He fought all of these and we barely came out of it alive. The Gamillian ships that attacked the Yamato on Pluto. It includes the commander's ship that gave pursuit. Kincaid, isn't that probably a BioBrain clone of Amuro Ray's battle data? Say that again? I also see the TG Alliance and Joe the Ace. And Hokushin. There's even a group of Brig-class dragons! This is serious stuff! Damn, even Ghoulie from Gardein! These are the enemies that you'll be facing. But, feeling that to be insufficient, Commander Okita and I have decided upon a special rule. Oh no! The enemy will attempt to make it across this line. It will be your job to hold them back. You're telling us we gotta hold the line against all of these guys. Even with all of our training, don't you think this is a bit much? Kat mentioned that he would like to try. You're telling me Kizilla is the only reason we have to put up with this crap? Really? Why do you always have to show off in front of her? Okay, I was showing off, but I didn't think she'd bust out the big guns on us. But it's not like we have a choice. Might see this for real in the future. It'll be good practice. Right, we'll have to give it our best shot. Yeah, exactly. I like that positivity. Well then, Commander Okita. Hold these lines against the enemy forces. Every enemy unit is incredibly powerful. There will be no room for error. Your best, everyone. Wait, 9, you're supposed to fight with us. So this is one of the few times that after 9's edition that we actually get to just not, you know, have her in the party. And again, like, this is... So here's the deal. So, like I said, this is one of the very few times in the DLC that we are actually able to get our, to be able to actually choose which units we sortie. So, what we have to do is we have to defeat all the enemies. However, if they get anybody past that line, we lose immediately. Trust me, you're going to want to use your absolute best units, even if they're not nearly as strong as they would be in the main game. What do you mean there's still one unit? Did I miss somebody? Like, wait, did I miss someone? Anyways, so let's see now. So yeah, they all move forward. So let's go ahead and start launching our units. As you can see, these are all really powerful units. Again, you want to play this to the best of your abilities. Make sure that the units you use are legitimately your strongest, or else you will get your crap rocks. Yeah, you'll get your shit rocked, like it's not even a joke. Alright, so let's deploy the Arbalest now, and... I'm not gonna take you on, I'm gonna take you on. How are you alive? Alright, fine. Let's use the Beam Saber. Try to conserve your energy if you can, as well as your bullets. But do not be afraid to go out swinging hard. Holy crap, that's right. I don't think Okita has... Yikes. Okay, so we'll have to use the bow torpedo on this turn. Could I please use Bullseye? Thank you. Alright, so let's launch the new. And use Beam Saber on you. My apologies, Captain! Alright, let's move out the G. Use Beam Saber on you. Finally, Hathaway has some of his actually good spirit commands. Alright, so let's get you out here so that way you're right next to Kira. I failed, I'm retreating! Also, this is one of the few DLCs that does not have that does not have any ally unit goes down fail condition. Alright, so let's move you out, and let's have you use the Trans Am. You'll see me again! Dude, just die. Okay, so now for Ryoma. And then we can move out Tetsuya. And have you kill him. I guess that's it! I'm retreating! Speed has been activated. Also, I don't think you... Okay, so you have intuition, but nothing else. Let's use the Trans Am on you. On the plus side, this also lets us use the GN missile after movement. Bullseye on you. Now then, launch Zambot 3. Oh wait, in that case, I can just move you up to here and do this. And then we launch Daitarn 3. I think this should be able to... Maybe? I'll use Spirit once just in case. With this, I lose money! Retreat! Retreat! Okay. Now let's have Battle Bomber come out here. Because I want to try to take you out before I do anything else. Oh, it's so... Okay, you know what? I can use a tune on you, and then I can use Drive to just make you jump straight up and focus. Seems like that's it. We can use this, and then... I think I'll just use Persist, in case it misses. I can survive without boosting any of your stats. Alright. So yeah, it was a good idea to put Persist on Akito. So let's use Intuition here to make sure that we hit him. Alright. So let's see. Let's use Gravity Blast to deal some damage to all of you chumps. After using a tune, that is. That's one down. Alright, so let's see now. Alright, so I'm gonna do this, and then... I can use Smash Hit just in case. So this might be a simulation, but I am getting kind of tired of seeing you. I know what you'd say something about speed not mattering. How are you alive? What? Oh my god, he's almost dead. No. Nuh-uh, no. You do not get away from me that easily, sir. Die. Aw, man. I didn't have enough speed. Alright, that's the Psycho Frame for the new, and the Lambda Driver, and another seat. Okay. Let's use Mighty Slicer, deal some damage to you. And then... I can use the Mega High Cannon on you. Use Persist as a just in case. Please tell me that this animation has a better one. Okay, yeah, it's got a better animation already. I cannot believe that his second strongest attack has such a lame-ass animation. Like, I am disgusted. Okay, good, you're dead. I was going to say that if you somehow lived that, I would be shocked. So we can use Phantom 1 on you. Oh wow, that was a kill? Huh. Funnel missile. Yeah, because this is Hathaway. We can use the funnel missile in order to deal. Ooh, that was good damage. And let's finish you off, shall we? This place can't be my deathbed! Alright, so that is one side clear. Two sides clear. All we've got to do now is make sure that, let's use you. Move you in more. Use Battle Torpedo to make sure you go down. And then let's have Ryoma come over here. Use a Spiral Getter Beam attack in order to take you out. Or not. I keep forgetting that the death is so strange for you. Anyways, let's alright, let's also activate Innovator. I want to make sure that I get the kill. My robots! I'm gonna get you back! Why was it just translated as I'm gonna you back? To be fair, I can also use Thunder Break from here, which may be the better option for Tatsuya. So let's do GN Cannon now. Hopefully that will... Shoot! How was I so careless? Okay, good. So we are almost done with this, thankfully. Let's go ahead and use Guts, and then... Can't use Spirit, crap. How in the fuck? How is your fromage so tanky? Alright, Banjo, take her out. Aha, I won't forget this! Audrey, we're retreating! So now we use Distortion attack. And I'll apply Persist again. Also, it's worth mentioning that both Jarlatora and Schultz are here. So let's use Bomber Crush on you. And use Persist. I am leaving the battlefield! Do your best to win this fight! Alright, Strike Freedom still has his, Well, I'll admit, this was... Jesus Christ, I thought he had enough range to just get right over the line, and I actually thought I was about to eat my words. Oh my goodness. I thought I was about to regret what I was gonna say. You know what? Just to make sure, let's use Analyze, and then... Even as an enemy, fought with conviction and pride. Our souls, we're much the same. We too have a sense of duty, of pride in our home planet. Let's just get this stage over with. There will be time for redemption. We're leaving this battle. You're going to the underworld. Enemy force destroyed. You've won. See? What did I tell you, Nine? Nothing to worry about. You weren't just a bit flustered when I said you won? Not even a little! Well then, I'll have to believe you, Cap. Of course, you did manage to destroy an overwhelming number of enemies. Exactly. Okay then, good work, guys. What is it now, 9? I have to apologize. Huh? It was such a mean simulation to make. Well, I just think I'm the meanest, trickiest, surliest AI ever. Why would we? Well, I know you want to say I'm a pain in the neck, Cap. What? I'd never say that. I've hit the bullseye, haven't I? Well, no use in me hiding it now. I knew it. But you know what? even with all of that, I'm still your partner. Ab, we've got a fight ahead of us, no matter what happens. We'll need to be strong. So 9, you be as mean and tricky as you want with those simulations. Understood. I promise I will. Oh, you little... Let's say it again, don't you? So what? Maybe I do. Hey, I don't want to die from the others. Anyways, that will be it for this episode. I will see all of you in the next one. Goodbye!